Pinewood Forest was famous for two things: its peaceful lake view, and its disappearances. Every year, at least one camper vanished without explanation. Locals blamed wild animals, but old rumor claimed something much worse roamed those woods, something that only woke when firelight touched the trees at night. But 19-year-old Ion, passionate about outdoor vlogging, hardly believed in such folklore. He wanted a real adventure video for his channel, something that would blow up. His two close friends, Rahim and Tanya, insisted on joining. "Bro, Pinewood is beautiful, not haunted," Rahim laughed. "Just nature and peace," Tanya added. But Pinewood was not peaceful that weekend. It was waiting. Chapter 1, First Night at the Lake. They reached the inner part of Pinewood after a 3-hour hike. The lake gleamed like glass, reflecting the tall crooked pines leaning toward the water. It was calm, too calm. Ion set up the camera on a tree branch. "Welcome to Pinewood Camping Adventure," he said, "where the only thing to fear is the cold, hopefully." The woods behind them rustled for a moment. Tanya glanced back. "Did you hear that?" Rahim smirked. "Squirrels. Relax." They pitched their tent, collected firewood, and cooked noodles in a small pot. The fire crackled warmly, sending sparks into the night sky. Ion lifted the camera again. "The locals warned us not to stay too close to the lake," he said dramatically, "but rules are meant to be." A splash. All three turned toward the lake. Something had entered the water. But the surface remained undisturbed, smooth as a mirror. Rahim frowned. Probably a fish. But fish didn't splash that loudly. When darkness finally swallowed the forest, the fire became their only comfort. Every tree around them seemed to lean closer, like an audience watching their small glow in the giant blackness. Then they heard it, a long, distant whistle. Not human, not bird-like, something else. Tanya whispered, "Ion, tell me that's wind." He swallowed hard. "Yeah, wind, maybe." The whistle came again, closer this time. Rahim stood. "Okay, that one was weird." The fire flickered violently, as if reacting to something unseen. Ion's camera, still recording, suddenly shut off. Battery, 76%. "Impossible. Let's just sleep," Tanya murmured uneasily. But none of them truly slept that night. Because something moved around their tent, circling it, dragging slow footsteps on dry leaves. Chapter 2, Footprints in the Morning. When they stepped outside the next morning, their faces turned pale. Footprints. Massive, humanoid footprints, circling their tent. Each was at least twice as long as Ion's shoe. Tanya covered her mouth. No way, this is a joke." Rahim tried to sound brave. "Probably someone messing with us." Ion shook his head. "No human foot is this big." They followed the trail cautiously. The footprints led deeper into the forest, then vanished near the lake. As if the creature walked straight into the water. Ion recorded again. "There's something here with us," he whispered into the camera. "And it knows where we sleep." He felt something watching him from the trees, but whenever he turned, there was nothing. They decided not to pack up yet. "Let's stay just one more night," Rahim suggested. "We came for adventure." Tanya stared at him. "Are you insane?" Ion hesitated. The previous night had scared him, but something inside him wanted to capture whatever this thing was. The perfect viral video. He forced a smile. "One more night. We'll keep the fire big." But the fire wasn't the problem. The problem was the woods didn't want them to leave. Chapter 3, The Second Night. As dusk settled, a strange fog crawled out of the lake. Thick, heavy, almost unnatural. The air grew colder. They built a massive fire pit and sat close. "This fog wasn't here before," Rahim muttered. Tanya hugged her knees. "I don't like this." Ion kept the camera pointed at the tree line. Crack. A branch snapped deep in the woods. Then another. And another. Growing louder. Closer. Ion whispered, "It's coming from the lakeside." The fog parted for a second, and something stepped within view. A silhouette. Very tall. Shoulders touching the branches above. Arms long enough to brush the ground. It stood completely still, watching them. Rahim's breath caught. "Bro, what is that?" No one answered. The creature stepped closer, and they saw its face. Not a human face, not even an animal. It was blank, smooth, featureless, like the skin had grown over everything. Only a mouth slowly formed in the middle, stretching too wide, too wrong. Tanya screamed. The creature tilted its head unnaturally, as if studying the sound. Ion fumbled with the camera. The creature stepped forward again, silently this time. Rahim threw a burning log toward it. The creature recoiled violently from the flame. It hates fire. Rahim shouted, "Keep it big." They added more wood, flames rising higher. For a minute, the creature only circled them slowly, staying just outside the firelight. Its blank face twitching as it watched them. Then the whistle came. A different pitch, a call, and from the depths of the forest, two more silhouettes answered. Tanya grabbed Ion's arm. "There's more." Ion's heartbeat thundered. They were surrounded. Chapter 4, Into the Woods. "We have to run," Ion whispered. "Leave everything." Rahim nodded. "Stay close to the fire. When it dies down, we run toward the trail." They waited, tense, terrified. Then a gust of icy wind blew across the camp, and the fire shrank. "Now!" Ion yelled. They bolted toward the marked hiking trail. Branches slapped their faces. Leaves crunched. The fog swallowed every direction. Behind them, the creature whistled again. Something heavy crashed through the trees, following them with terrifying speed. They reached a fork, left to the lake, right to the woods trail. "Right!" Ion shouted. They sprinted, but Rahim slipped on wet leaves, falling hard. His scream echoed. Ion and Tanya stopped. Rahim. He tried to stand, but a dark, long arm shot from the fog, wrapping around his ankle. Rahim shrieked as he was dragged backward. "Help me, please." They rushed to grab him, but the creature emerged fully, towering above them. Tanya screamed. Ion threw rocks, kicked, pulled, but Rahim was dragged into the fog. His screams cut off. The forest went silent. Tanya collapsed to her knees. "No, no, we have to go back." Ion pulled her up. "They'll kill us. We have to keep moving." But the trail behind them was now gone. The fog moved with intention, blocking exits, guiding them deeper. As if the forest was alive and hunting. Chapter 5, The Whispering Trees. Every direction looked the same: dense pines, heavy fog, cold wind. Then they heard whispering. Soft, layered voices. Not human, not creature. Something else. The trees were whispering. Ion raised his flashlight. The trunks were carved, hundreds of deep scratches, each forming a symbol like an open mouth. Then he spotted something even worse. Inside the carving, eyes blinked, real eyes, watching them from within the bark. Tanya choked on her breath. "Ion." The trees. The whisper grew louder. "Stay, stay, stay." A shadow moved behind the trees. Then another, and another. They were surrounded again. "Run!" Ion yelled. They sprinted toward the only visible gap in the trees, until Tanya stopped abruptly. "Ion," she whispered, trembling. "The fog. Look." The fog ahead twisted into a shape. A doorway, perfectly rectangular, like an entrance. Within the doorway, Rahim stood. His eyes were wide, unblinking. His body stiff. His voice was wrong, echoing, layered. "Ion. Come, follow." Tanya grabbed Ion's hand. "That's not him. That's not him." Rahim smiled, but the skin near his mouth cracked open as if stretched too far. A new voice came from him. Deep. Hungry. "Join us." The creatures began closing in from behind. It was either the fog doorway, or the monsters. Ion made a decision. "Don't look at him. Just run through." He pulled Tanya and sprinted straight into the doorway of fog. Chapter 6, The Final Escape. They didn't land on grass. They fell onto hard wooden boards. A cabin, old, dusty, hidden deep within the woods. Tanya coughed violently. Ion shut the door quickly. Outside, the creature circled the cabin, but didn't enter. Fire symbols were carved into the walls. "The cabin keeps them out," Ion whispered. He found burnt torches. A journal lay on the floor, half destroyed. He opened it. The creatures of Pinewood awaken when firelight touches their forest. They are shadows born from the lake, feeding on those who wander too deep. Only fire hurts them. Only marked cabins are safe. Tanya whispered, Ion, we need to stay till sunrise. But the creatures outside thumped the walls. Scratching, whistling. The cabin shook. They're trying to get in. She cried. Ion lit a torch. The scratching stopped instantly. He stepped to the window. The creatures backed away, hissing. We can make it. When sunlight comes. The night dragged on, longer than normal, as if time itself slowed. But finally, birds chirped. Soft golden light touched the trees. And the creatures vanished into the lake mist. Ion and Tanya escaped Pinewood forever. But Rahim's voice still echoes every night from the woods. Sometimes hikers hear him calling for help. Sometimes they hear him whistling. Waiting. Because Pinewood Forest never lets its chosen ones go. And the shadows still hunger for the next camper. If you're new to the channel and enjoy horror stories, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with your friends for more terrifying tales.